Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. I want to talk about some predictions I have for my very first Vlogmas experience. Vlogmas is actually my first time vlogging altogether, so why not do the most intense version of it right off the bat, right? I've done quite a bit of live streaming, especially in the last year. In February of this year, I started leading sprints for writers. Everybody writes as fast as they can or does other types of productivity activities for like 25 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes just to try to boost productivity in short bursts of time. I've also done quite a few videos for work. A co-founder and the director of communications and development for a nonprofit in Oklahoma City called the Dragonfly Home, where we serve victim survivors of human trafficking. We've done all kinds of videos for Dragonfly, informational videos about human trafficking, about Dragonfly. I have done public speaking at a number of events, and those have been, posted online. But vlogging, it is a whole other animal from what I can tell with about 1 day of experience. And just in prepping for Vlogmas, which I haven't been doing for very long, the day after Thanksgiving, I thought, I'm gonna do Vlogmas. Starts in 4 days. This should not be a problem. I have 3 predictions for how I will grow/learn thanks to Vlogmas. My first prediction is that Vlogmas will break off some of my perfectionism. If you're familiar at all with the Enneagram, which I am, and I love it, and I definitely see the world in a different way and interact with people differently thanks to the Enneagram. I am an Enneagram 1 wing 2. The Enneagram 1 is the perfectionist. Enneagram 1 wing 2 is the activist. Literally, my job is anti-human trafficking activism. I thought, well, that makes sense. But while a lot of people, regardless of their Enneagram number, deal with perfectionism, I can't speak to everyone's experience. All I know is that it is deeply entrenched in me. It has threatened to make me not try things. Thankfully, I've gotten beyond that point, but sometimes I have to deal with the perfectionism of I want to be good and perfect at something before I start it, before I even know how to do it. It's not possible. Also, perfectionism makes things take forever. I write a lot of newsletters for my job at Dragonfly. And there was this one newsletter. For whatever reason, the stakes of this newsletter felt so high. And I spent 2 hours on a 4-paragraph newsletter, just fussing with the words. I have tried really hard not to replicate that experience. It just makes everything take so long. Another area of perfectionism with me is my podcast that I'll be talking about more later in Vlogmas. I've had to really train myself in editing my podcast to make it excellent without worrying about it being perfect, because again, it just takes so long. And then things don't get done as efficiently. And I love efficiency. If efficiency could be a hobby, it would be my hobby. I think it is my hobby, actually. The thing about Vlogmas is that it is fast. I can't be precious about every single thing in every video. And then I immediately faced it when editing the first video, and I accidentally deleted a section. So I just shifted a couple things around and I was like, that works. It's fine as it is. Video is still good. It's still what I want it to be. Moving on. So already it's having an effect on my perfectionism. My second prediction for how Vlogmas will change me is that it will challenge my insecurities and vulnerabilities. Even just saying the word vulnerabilities makes me feel insecure and vulnerable. For one thing, I'm showing my house. At the same time, though, when I did the Christmas decoration tour yesterday, I found that I really liked it. It was fun to show off all the things, the fruits of my decorating labor. Another vulnerability and insecurity is showing my face. And now listen, like I said, I've shown my face a lot, especially for my job. All the time, I'm showing my face. but it is a little bit different to show my face when I'm just representing myself. You would think that it would be easier to just represent myself, but it felt a little more vulnerable, and that's okay. I think it's good. I have been wanting to start a vlog since summer 2018. That's when I first had the idea. I'm a person of faith. I prayed about it and I didn't feel like it was the right time. And instead, I started the podcast in a way that was less vulnerable. Felt vulnerable at the time, that's for sure, but it really was much less vulnerable than doing it on camera and posting it to YouTube. Another thing that I feel vulnerable and insecure about is just having fun on camera. I have some plans to do just some fun things, just some fun Christmassy activities. I am capable of being fun. I don't think that I excel at being fun. I often think to myself, what do I do for fun? I tend to think that I need to be serious all the time, or at least the topic that I'm talking about needs to be serious all the time. I do have to always justify to myself just doing something for fun. Even though I know it's an important part of self-care and mental health, I still struggle with it. So during Vlogmas, I'm going to just do some fun activities for fun. I'm gonna do fun activities for fun. I think when I do some fun things for fun, it'll be fun. The third and final way I think Vlogmas will impact my life is it's gonna get me out of the house. It's very easy for me as maybe somewhat of a workaholic, even in the before times. It's so much easier for me to just maintain the status quo of staying where I am, getting things done, being productive, and not being distracted. And even though I'm an extroverted person, the responsibilities that I have will supersede a need for extroverted activity. It's not that great for me, but it's just who I've been my whole life. And then, as you can imagine, for the last literally 20 months, I've just been home. I am vaxxed and even boosted by now, and I wear my mask just to take every precaution. So I've gone out and done some stuff, but I'm still breaking out of that. And it's a mental challenge. So already though, just with my preparations for Vlogmas, I feel like I got out of the house so much more than I have in years. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but the psychological impact of that was very real. You know, maybe the work that goes into Vlogmas will be overwhelming. I think I will come out on the other side of Vlogmas better prepared to vlog in a greater capacity. I honestly hadn't even thought about that. I mean, I had sort of thought about it, but it hadn't really sunk in that that would be the case. And so that's exciting and touch overwhelming and like, okay, it's not like I don't have enough other stuff to do, but this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I'm not going to set any expectations for myself post Vlogmas. I think all of that will come about naturally. I'm just going to have fun during the month of December doing Vlogmas. I'm going to see if my predictions come true. And then I'm just going to trust that by the end of the month, I'll know what I need to do next. I started out this video talking about expectations and I feel like it ended feeling very momentous somehow, like I had a realization. Didn't see that coming. I did not predict that. Thank you so much for joining me for Vlogmas Day 2. I am Melissa Ike. You can follow me on Instagram by searching @Melissa Ike. Please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it so much. And happy Vlogmas, and I will see you back here tomorrow.